Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Andrea Ali, and in today's video we're gonna have a lot of fun because I've discovered this app. I know I'm the last person in this world to discover Face app. Everybody on Instagram put their pictures on how they would look like when they're gonna be old. I downloaded that app and I realized that there's the reverse. It shows you how you would look like if you were much younger. So this is exactly what I did. I took my picture, no makeup on. I've put on that filter and then it just hit me. I'm like, whoa, like what a big difference. So I was thinking like, how about I recreate what the app is creating in order for me to look younger and like sexier, more like a babe. So this is what this video is all about. I'm going to show you right now the two pictures, the regular me and then the younger me. And I'm going to show you step by step how I got from this to basically what you see right now, but I'm just going to put a picture in here just in case. This is the look that I came out with, me being younger and very well rested, I would say. How much did you sleep? This video is all about having fun, not taking makeup too serious. So if you want to continue watching, please make sure you've subscribed to my YouTube channel, clicked on that ring bell button so you get notified whenever I post more videos like this one, so we could get started. Now, that's the picture. Let's go to, where was it? There it is, impression. So let's take it, yeah, Hollywood 1. Man, this is it. Wow. Wow. All right, I could do this. So first of all, from what I look in here, there are no shadows. They have completely erased all the shadows. Let's try to do this with makeup only. See if I actually look, that much younger. You guys ready? Here we go. I'm gonna be using this Hangover from Too Faced. This has no silicone. I heard a lot of people talking about this. I know this is not a new product, but it's the first time that I'm trying it. This feels like a moisturizer. It does not feel like a primer. When I looked at these pictures that made me so much younger, I would say that the most important thing is that they have completely erased my shadows from my face. Like I've got shadows right here, here. This is where most women have as we age. We've got shadows right here, like here and here. And some women also have it like right here. I don't have it yet. In order to erase those shadows with makeup, I'm going to use a foundation that's a little bit lighter than my actual skin color. I'm going to use this foundation. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation from NARS. Let's see if this is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. Yes. This is not my favorite brush. Just want to mention that. I just didn't want to take the foundation with my finger from my hand. It seemed to me that there was very, very light skin, especially in the center of the face. There's a reason why I applied it like that, because I wanted you to see exactly the placement. It's funny how I feel like in the United States, women are so into tan and self-tanners, and in Asia, women are like no tan. They use umbrellas and SPF 100, and like they try to make their skin look as white as could be. Skin is the most important in that picture, and in general I feel like if you have good skin, you age really, really beautiful. I got closer to you so you can see better. So that lighter foundation is all around the center of my face. Alright, now for the rest of my face I'm going to use the same foundation but in the color Barcelona. I will spread it with the same brush. As you can see, it's not much darker, it's just a bit darker. So I'll apply it like right here and right here. Looks like there's a little bit on the nose. Okay, now we're gonna spread with the same brush. Like so. Down the neck. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of that foundation and try to erase like these shadows that I've got from the nose to my mouth, and also this shadow that I got around my mouth. And let's just make the chin a little bit more obvious. And also it looks like around the eyebrows it's a little bit lighter. Now this time I will take a sponge. This is from Fenty and it's damp. And I'm just gonna push the foundation into the skin like so. Also the center of my nose seems to be lighter. With the clean part of the sponge, I'm just gonna take a little bit the excess because it's a lot of product in there. Like so. Alright, now we're gonna use concealer, and I'll apply the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in Custard. And I'll apply a good amount of concealer right here. With that same sponge, I am blending the product like so. And then with the brush, because I actually want to be able to use this makeup when I get outside, so I don't want to have really a ton of product. Now, with a clean brush, I just blend the edge right here. And I apply concealer right here, but not at the base of my lashes. We keep that nice and clean. Alright, it seems to me that there's a little bit of contour, but not crazy. It's funny how they placed the shadow much lower than I would. Alright, now from what I see, there's really no eyeshadow going on. There's just a tiny little bit of contouring in here as well. Oh, by the way, I'm using the contour that I'm using is the Tantour in Light. This is from Huda Beauty. So and the brush is an F75 brush from Sigma. I apply that contour same way I would apply an eyeshadow to make my eyes look bigger. Now I'm going to blend this Morphe M441 brush. Now we need to set everything. It looks like the skin is so matte and like so flawless. No touch of blush or any color on the face. So, I mean, we need to recreate this, right? Whenever I set the makeup in place, I always say like use a tiny little bit of powder, and I usually use a brush, but this time we're going to use a powder puff. This works if your skin is nice and tight and you don't have a lot of wrinkles. If you do have a lot of wrinkles, I suggest you to still use a brush. This is a very old trick. In order to really press the powder into the skin and make your skin look very matte, makeup artists back in the day, and still to this day, they use a powder puff. And basically what you want to do is take your favorite powder. Mine is Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. You already know that. And this is a Givenchy powder puff. And I take about this amount and I push it into the powder puff. I push the product in, and then I check out to see if there is any creasing, and there is. Right here and right here. You don't want to set powder if there is product that got into the wrinkles. And then you basically start pressing like so. You would be surprised, but actually this looks pretty natural. This will make your skin looking completely matte. I do the same around my chin and around the nose. Now from what I can see, my eyebrows are much darker, but it doesn't look bad actually. They're not thicker, necessarily. They're a little bit darker. Anastasia Beverly Hills brow is in medium brown. And just follow the shape of my eyebrows. I'm not trying to make it thicker. So the highest point of my eyebrow look a little bit more lifted. I mean, this is what I do already when I do my eyebrows. I'm going to set the contour that I've applied on the eyes, but only like in the crease and a little bit like under the eyes. I'm not gonna touch this part. You see where it has like a little bit of a shine? No, that is very youthful, I think. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use some highlighter. I found something better. This is a Sigma eyeshadow base primer, but this is shimmery. So I'll use just a touch right here, where I've already have that. You see? I'm not gonna blend it too much. Same, the inner corner. Now you see what this small little gesture of makeup does to the eye? It just brings them more forward. Now from what I can see in this image, the lashes are very, very black. It looks like there is a tide line going on, and they're not very lifted. I mean, this app does not know the potential of my lashes. So I'm gonna tide line. There is a little bit of darkness right at the base of my lower lashes towards the end of the eye, like so. I'll blend this with a pencil brush. And then this shadow right here seems to be a little bit more intense. Now when it comes to mascara, I can see that it's only like right at the base, not on the length. Massage those roots. Alright, let's see if this is the right color. This is from a brand called Paris Berlin, and the color is 202. I'm using this only at the corner of my mouth. And I'm trying not to make this too defined, too well defined. Now just on the top lip, I'm going to apply this lip liner from MAC. This is in the color Cork. And I don't know if you can see, but I've made the lips a little bit like longer, as if there is a smile in there. I feel like there's a little bit of sheen, like right here, like a satin. It's not a gloss. I think a gloss wouldn't work. A lipstick might be too much, so I'm gonna try a little bit of lip balm. Then I'll apply a little bit on the Cupid's bow. I feel like there is a little bit of blush, but barely there, like right here. Oh, hi, Motanescu. Okay, I'm going to use this blush. This is from Shiseido, and the color is Floating Rose 03 with this Laura Mercier cheek brush. I sense the slightest amount of dewiness on the chin, nose, and a little bit on the forehead, as if like there is the natural shine of the skin. Now we all know that I have a ton of powder right now, so we need to recreate that with some highlighter. So we need a very, very finely milled highlighter in order to really recreate the dewiness of the skin. I've got this NARS Fort de France highlighter that's actually one of my favorites, but it's completely broken since about a year ago. And I know I said I'm gonna fix it, and I haven't. I got better things to do, okay? Let's take this Morphe M510 brush. Yep. Nose, forehead. To give the illusion that the forehead is a little bit more like round. Perfect. I'm very happy with the result. Now, Now let's set the makeup in place with this Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is going to melt a little bit that powder because I feel like I've got a little bit too much powder on my face. Surprisingly, this makeup, the skin, looks really well. It doesn't look like I've got a lot. I would have expected to have like, you know, with the amount of foundation that I've used, I would have expected to have like a lot of texture and the skin to look like, I don't know, weird, but it doesn't. And you know what helps? The powder being pressed with the powder puff. Obviously, this is not going to work for every single skin type, but if you've got a very imperfect skin like I do with a lot of acne scars and very big pores, then you might want to check this out in case you like a very flawless kind of a finish. Morphe. Alright guys, this is the final look. I wouldn't have expected to have worked so much. It's definitely not a lot of products. I love the way the eyes look. So I think I might actually wear this makeup look more often for like a natural daytime look. I think it looks really, really pretty. Hope you really enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you've subscribed to my YouTube channel, clicked on that ring bell button. If you support this channel, you can also follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Who are you? You're fake.